Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
This is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave the tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones from the yard out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Tua going to throw. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. from the shotgun to give to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And they got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
26.
Now Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They'll try again with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right away at the line of scrimmage. Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Two and now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Tua to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Now second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Inside.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with something.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm the best, vision of best, vision of hope. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, vision of best, vision of hope. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. People the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. Ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano shows. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, set. Easy. Right,
Brady gives this to White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
1st down, here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 29, Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Play action, now it's Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 14-yard line, second and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The give is to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Brady again.
Pass Pass complete. Jones on the comebacker. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands.
A tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it?
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards. But his message there, keep waiting. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, check it. Hey, Alabama. 72.
Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Suck up for the extra point. Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
70 yards.
And the Packers, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
72.
Here's Brady. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Bulldozes past him, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20, 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost bet.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 75 yards. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. Now Rodgers, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Brady to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's got room. Julio Jones all alone. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going right side is White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts. That
means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on a chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.